Hi, welcome. Today we are focusing on balancing Pitta energy. So for those of you who have studied Ayurveda or who know Ayurveda, it is the sister science of yoga. And within Ayurveda, there are three doshas. There's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Now, we're still in Kapha season in spring, but as we enter summer and warmer months, we enter Pitta season. Pitta is also our energy center of heat, and it can bring about feelings of competition, anger. This is all when Pitta is imbalanced. Also oily skin, acne, indigestion, things like that. So today we're going to be focusing on balancing the Pitta energy to just feel a little bit more grounded, to bring in some cooling elements to help bring down the fire a little bit, bring down feelings of anxiety, anger, unrest, competition, it feels like a fire inside your body that wants to explode when Pitta is imbalanced. So we're going to begin actually by standing at the top of our mat, and we're going to move through something called a moon salutation. Different than the sun salutation, which is obviously calling in the energy of the sun and welcoming in the sun for the day. The moon energy, the moon salutation, is welcoming in the feminine, calm, rest, rejuvenation. So I wanted to use the moon salutation as a way to begin by calming and balancing any Pitta imbalance. So beginning at the top of our mat, we're going to stand hip distance apart, feeling the earth beneath your toes really ground down here. Maybe if you're feeling a little tight through your legs, maybe give a little micro bend in the knee. Really feel the spine lengthen and long. Notice if your hips are wanting to roll back and play with pushing them a little bit more forward. Hugging in the belly, coming into the spine, allowing the shoulders to roll back. We're gonna inhale, bringing the arms up, maybe look up, and exhale, bringing the palms together. We're gonna keep the arms extended, and we're just going to move our upper body back into a gentle back bend. Again, keeping the spine lengthened and long, and the belly is hugging in towards the spine. This is super gentle here, so we're just really just pulling the arms back. The palms are kind of our guide here. Maybe looking up, extending the chin away from the chest. Shoulders are away from the ears. Take an inhale here. And exhale, maybe pull back just a little bit further. Inhale, coming back up, reaching up, lengthening out through the arms. Exhale, bring the palms right in front of our third eye point. Take an inhale here. And exhale, bring the hands to the chest, into prayer, and then just slowly bend the upper body forward, coming into a forward fold, micro bend at the knee, placing the palms on the mat. We're gonna extend the right leg back and then allow the knee to meet the mat. Keeping the toes on the mat, we're gonna inhale the arms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, palms down onto the mat. And then go ahead and extend that right leg back, coming into this low lunge. Now, keeping the right palm rooted down onto the mat, we're gonna inhale, lifting the left arm up, reaching up, giving ourselves a little twist here. Take an inhale, and exhale, place that left arm down. Coming into the full expression of low lunge here, we're gonna inhale the arms up, look up, inhale, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Now noticing if you feel a little tight in your hips here, allow the hips to pull forward, but only so much so that you just feel a gentle expression in your front leg. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and place the palms down onto the mat, and then we'll just slowly make our way into down dog, keeping the palms rooted onto the mat, where we're going to really feel rooted between our middle finger and our thumb. Take an inhale here, and exhale, bring the hips up to the sky, allowing the shoulders to float away from the ears. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. So maybe shake the neck out a little bit here, maybe bend the knees. And let's take 2 deep inhales here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then bringing the knees down onto the mat, we're going to meet in tabletop. So allowing the palms to be right underneath the shoulders, and the knees are hip distance apart. And we're just going to move through some gentle cat-cows. So inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, cat. And then let's move through a couple of these on our own, finding our own rhythm of breath. Allowing breath to fully guide us in our movement today. And then coming back into a neutral spine, we're going to walk the palms forward, and then we're just going to, coming into a bit of a half chaturanga here, we're gonna bend the elbows, flip the toes so that they're placed down onto the mat, and then we're just going to allow the chin to come all the way down onto the mat and the chest. Maybe walk the palms back just a little bit, and maybe walk the knees forward. Coming into this 8-pointed pose here. Really feeling the heart melting down onto the mat. Feeling elongated through the spine and the hips. And even feeling a pulling through the core. This is a wonderful pose for our solar plexus. And when we have Pitta imbalance, typically there is unrest in our solar plexus. Breathing here. Take an inhale and exhale. Allow the legs to come down straight onto the mat, keeping the palms right underneath the shoulders. We're just gonna walk the palms out right in front of us, coming into Sphinx pose. So opening up the shoulders, opening up the neck and head, and then release the glutes. So coming into Sphinx pose here. Your forearms and your palms are really what are rooting and anchoring you here. And then there's full expression opening up through the chest. Maybe close the eyes. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Maybe send your body and your mind thoughts of love. Letting your body and your mind know that you are perfectly safe and perfectly comfortable right here, right now. And then we're just going to walk the palms back underneath the shoulders and move the hips, coming back into child's pose. And then from here, you're going to bring the palms together, and you're just going to bend the elbows and allow the palms to be over the head, coming into a child's pose prayer. Breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Coming back into tabletop. We'll lift the hips up, coming into down dog. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Then from here, we're gonna go ahead and step the right leg forward and then float that left knee down onto the mat, keeping the toes lifted. We're gonna inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the palms down onto the mat and extend that left leg down, coming into the full low lunge. Placing the left palm down onto the mat, we're gonna inhale the right arm up. Reaching up, take an inhale. And exhale, bring that palm back down onto the mat. Now coming into the full expression of low lunge, we're gonna inhale both arms up. Again, keeping the hips moving forward. The hips are squared here. Maybe inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the hands to the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, drop the palms down onto the mat. And then from here, we're going to just move back into tabletop, placing the palms right underneath the shoulders, coming into cat-cow. Moving through cat-cows at your own pace. Inhale, open. Exhale. And I encourage you to maybe keep yourself moving gently here. If you feel called to move a little faster, absolutely. Let your body move the way that it would like. But in balancing Pitta, we want to keep ourselves moving a little bit slower. Pitta has a tendency to feel really competitive and like they need to move really fast. And when there's Pitta imbalance, we feel like we have to go, 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 and we have to keep doing. And in balancing this energy, we're just allowing our bodies to just move a little bit more slow. And then from here, we're going to go back into that 8-pointed pose. So walking the palms forward, flip the toes so that they're down on the mat, and then coming into that half chaturanga, we're gonna bend at the elbows, maybe walk the palms just a little bit more in, and then bring the chin and chest down onto the mat. The palms are directly underneath the shoulders, and then you might wanna walk the knees a little bit more forward. I know this pose feels a little bit awkward, but if you just think about really feeling an energetic pull through the hips all the way through the midline, we're really, again, nourishing our center here. Breathing. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, we'll just straighten those legs, coming onto our bellies. And then coming into a cobra full expression, straightening the arms here, opening up the chest. Take an inhale. And exhale. We're going to move the hips back, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Maybe rock from side to side, giving the hips a little massage. And really feeling the energy underneath your palms here. Again, anchoring you into the earth. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna move into down dog. Finding down dog. Again, feeling that rooting underneath your palms. Shoulders are moving away from the ear. Let's take a deep inhale. And exhale. Maybe shake the head. No, shake the head, yes. We're gonna lift the heels off the mat here, bending at the knees. Take an inhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And we're just gonna walk so that we're at the very front of the mat, feeling the heart beating, feeling ourselves rooted and grounded. Maybe you notice that you feel a little bit more expressed here, a little bit more open, a little bit more solid in your stance, in this Tadasana mountain pose, pose of strength, endurance. Beautiful. Okay. From here, we're going to bend the knees, coming into chair pose. Now in chair pose, you really want to make sure that you're feeling your core lifting up to the spine and your hips are pulling back, but really the focus is on your core. So hugging the core in, allowing the shoulders to roll back. Take an inhale here. And exhale, we're going to rotate our left elbow to come onto our right outside knee, coming into a twisted prayer chair pose here. Now what happens in this pose is your left knee is going to want to bend forward as you move your body into the twist. But the key is to keep your left hip back, and you want to keep your knees so that they're perfectly parallel with each other. That's the goal. So you're able to twist, opening up the chest without moving the hips. Take an inhale here and exhale. See how that feels. Noticing if your knee wants to move forward and then just pulling that hip back. Take an inhale and then exhale. We're gonna step that left leg back, coming into a twisted lunge here. Again, keeping that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. We're really pressing into the palms here and opening up the chest. Feeling really rooted in our right foot that is bent. And a lot of our weight is in that foot right now. And then we're going to slowly come into crescent, bringing the palms into the chest, lifting up the upper body. Feeling, again, a lot of our weight is in our front foot, in our right foot. And then we're just going to rotate all of our weight into our right foot, lifting up that back leg, coming into airplane pose. So hands are at the heart, take an inhale. Exhale, release the arms behind you. So feeling super rooted and grounded in that right foot. It's okay if you're a little wobbly, but you're sending out the energy out through that left leg, lifting up in the heel. And then there's a little micro bend in that right leg. Take an inhale and exhale. We're gonna slowly come up, keeping the left leg off of the mat. We're gonna bend the knee and then just bring the knee into the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Beautiful. Finding a drishti or a point of focus right in front of you. Take an inhale here and exhale, drop that left leg down onto the mat. Beautiful. Coming into that exact same flow on the other side, bringing the palms to the heart. We're gonna take an inhale here and exhale, sit the hips back, coming into chair. Inhale and exhale, rotate that right elbow to come to the left outside of the left knee. Again, noticing if that right knee wants to come a little bit forward, and then just allow the right hip to pull back. And then you're feeling a lot of resistance and press with the hands that are at prayer. Opening up just through the chest here. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna step that right foot back this time, keeping the hands right where they are, keeping the elbows right where they are, And then we're just feeling all of our energy and weight in that left foot. Inhale and exhale, open up. Inhale, coming into crescent, bringing the hands into the chest, opening up that upper body. Again, putting our weight into our front, into that left leg. Hips are rotated forward, keeping them squared. Take an inhale here. And exhale, bringing the weight into that left leg. We're gonna lift the right leg up off of the mat. Finding our balance in that left leg. Finding a drishti, a point of focus right in front of you, holding in the core, and then play with extending the arms out behind you. And maybe lifting up in that right leg. It's okay if you're a little wobbly. Take an inhale. And, and exhale, we're gonna slowly bring that right knee up into the chest. Again, finding that drishti, that point of focus. Inhale and exhale, drop the leg down. It's so easy to feel like the minute we pop into a pose, it's going to be perfect. But the beauty is that our bodies are not perfect. And with breath and movement, we're simply getting our bodies to extend and release in ways that it's not always comfortable, but are obviously beautifully beneficial for wringing out emotions and pent up energy. And with Pitta, again, Pitta wants to feel like it's perfect. It's accomplishing things, it's getting things done. So it's beautiful in these poses to just allow ourselves to release into them. And it's okay if we fall over and are a little wobbly. We're not perfect. Feeling grounded in Tadasana here, one of my absolute favorite poses. We're gonna inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, go ahead and step back, coming into plank. We're going to take a beat here. Take an inhale and exhale, bending at the elbows. We're just gonna slowly come down onto the mat. And then we're just going to bring the hands behind us, clasping at the palms. Coming into half locust here, we're gonna inhale, opening up the chest, using the palms and the fingers to really pull us back, opening up. Take an inhale, and exhale, release. And from here, we're gonna inhale, and then just slowly make your way back into down dog. Let's take 3 deep inhales here. One more like that. Inhale. And then inhale, we're gonna glide forward, coming into plank once more. Take an inhale. And exhale, bending at the elbows. We're gonna slowly roll down once again. Now this time we're gonna go ahead and come into full locust. So grabbing the palms behind us, we're gonna inhale, opening up the chest, and then play with lifting the feet off of the mat. Inhale, lifting up, really pulling your upper body back with those palms, and then feeling a lift in those back legs. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just gonna slowly make our way back into a prayer child's pose. So bringing the palms together. I like to come into wide-legged child's pose for this, but you're also welcome to keep your knees together. So bringing your palms overhead, placing the prayer right at the base of the skull. Breathing here. And then releasing the palms back down onto the earth. We're just gonna slowly roll up, coming into hero's pose. So sitting on our heels, we're just gonna place the palms upward, rolling the shoulders back, and we're just gonna close the eyes for just a couple breaths. Still feeling really long and lifted through the spine. Calling in an opening of our crown chakra here. Allowing the chin to float away from the chest. Maybe with your eyes closed, you offer yourself a little smile. And then moving ourselves down onto the mat, we're gonna extend the legs forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, fold forward, coming into a seated forward fold here. And then maybe play with rocking the hips from side to side. This helps to open the hips a little bit more, give the body and it's just fun. And maybe give yourself a little micro bend at the knee and play with bringing your forehead down. And then if it feels good, play with straightening the legs out, keeping the spine lengthened and long. And with every exhale, coming in just a little deeper. Inhale, coming back up. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, bringing the bottoms of the feet together. And we're just going to play with extending the arms forward and then allowing the head and neck to release towards the feet. Feeling a really deep opening in the hips here. And then coming back up, we're going to play with baby cradle. So allowing the left foot to just kind of relax down. And then we're gonna lift the right leg up and we're just going to place the calf on our inner arm of our right arm. And then maybe with the left, you can either grab the ankle with your left palm or put the ankle also on your inner elbow. And then just rock the leg from side to side, keeping the spine lengthened here. Just giving our hips a little nourishment, a little breath, a little bit of movement. And then from here, we're gonna play with holding the outside, actually the inside of the right foot. And we're just going to open up that leg. So again, keeping the spine lifted, lengthened, and long. And both sit bones, are down onto the mat, feeling really grounded into the earth. And then we're just playing with opening up the leg. Now, if you can't grab your foot like I'm doing, it's totally fine to grab your calf. It's also totally fine to keep the knee bent. But just playing with this expression here, opening up. We hold so much emotion in our hips that these times of allowing for release can be extremely beneficial for times of unrest or uncertainty. Take an inhale here and exhale, bring it back down to meet the left. And then we're going to lift the left leg up, coming into baby cradle on the other side. Now this side might feel a little different, so you might hold your foot a little different, or you might want to rock a little more gently. Whatever feels good in your body here. Just cradling our legs, nurturing our bodies. And then from here, go ahead and grab the outside of that left leg and then extend it out to the side, inside. You can either grab the outside or the inside of the leg, but to get the full expression, it helps to grab the inside. Breathing here. Take an inhale and exhale, drop that left leg back down to meet the right. Inhale, lifting up through the spine. Exhale, we're gonna walk the hands forward once again. Now that we're even more open in our hips, and just see how this might feel a little different coming into Baddha Konasana. Maybe rock from side to side. Breathing here. And then we're gonna walk the hands back up and staying in Baddha Konasana. Unless you have some issues with your knees, then definitely bring your knees up and just place the bottoms of your feet onto the mat. But if you're okay in Baddha Konasana, we're gonna play with just slowly rolling down onto our mat, keeping our legs in Baddha Konasana, slowly coming down onto the mat, allowing your upper body and your legs to relax. Take an inhale here and exhale. And then we're gonna rock the legs, the knees from side to side, keeping the bottoms of the feet touching. Maybe you feel some extra pops here in your hips. And again, if your knees are sensitive, then just play with keeping your knees together and moving from side to side. Then from here, we're gonna straighten the legs out, down onto the mat, and then placing the palms rooted on either side of us, we're just going to lift the legs up, lifting the hips up, and then place the feet right above the head, coming into plow pose. And then play with placing the palms right on the lower back. And then just play with pushing the hips forward. Allow the chin to come away from the chest. And then if it feels good, maybe play with bending the knees on either side of the head. Or play with really lengthening and straightening out the leg. Maybe you want to play with lifting the legs up, coming into a shoulder stand. And then go ahead and bend the knees, and we're going to bring the feet back into Baddha Konasana again. And we're going to come into a shoulder stand in Baddha Konasana. So keeping those palms, anchoring ourselves on our lower back, keeping the chin lifted away from the chest. The feet are in Baddha Konasana. And then maybe play with lengthening the legs all the way up to the sky, coming into the full expression. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release the palms back down onto the mat. And we're gonna slowly let our spine come down onto the mat. And then go ahead and bend the knees, wrapping the arms around the knees. And we're gonna rock from side to side, just giving the spine a little massage here. Take an inhale And exhale, go ahead and release your whole body down onto the mat. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. And I invite you to open up maybe all the way into a starfish pose, or find a blanket, or if you have a bolster or a pillow, place it under your knees and just feel really nourished here. Really give your body this time to just release. I love that Shavasana is considered, especially in ancient yoga, to be one of the most important postures, because it is that of taking all of this breath and movement that we have done and just allowing our nervous system to fully recalibrate. Letting all of the release of energy that we just did rush over our entire being, our mind, body, and soul. Breathing here. Seeing if there's anything you can do to just get even a little bit more comfortable. Whether it's another deep inhale and an exhale, or it's relaxing the shoulders down. Maybe it's opening up the palms to receive. Maybe it's placing the right palm over the heart and the left palm over the womb space. Really feeling your breath underneath your palms. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Let it wash over your entire body. And when you're ready, make your way into the fetal position on your left or right side, giving yourself a moment of innocence, honoring the child within, and then slowly make your way up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Let's take one more deep inhale together and exhale. Maybe flutter the eyes open. Thank you for joining me and practicing with me. And I hope that in the warmer days to come, you can turn to balancing any Pitta unrest. Namaste.